Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Immortal Empires and Part 4 of my Ungrim campaign. We're facing off against some greenskins. I know, not done that before. Oh wait, yes we have. A fucking lot. And the same greenskins as well. Jesus. It's going to be a tough old battle though, because they brought a shit ton of orcs, as, you know, usual. We've got our unit set up in a checkerboard pattern, as you know, as is pretty useful against the greenskins. This time we've made sure there's no hill in the way, and as you can see we're already doing some severe damage with our archers and the thunderers. Ungrim's going to charge in. And our slayers are moving into position on the left and right flank. We're hoping to catch as many of the greenskins with our dwarf units as possible, then use our dwarves to sort of surround and envelop them. As you can see, we've got some big guns moving in to deal with the slayers over there, and some goblins being caught between the slayers on the right flank. He lost his arm. It's going to be fine. This dwarf's belly flopping goblins. Not sure if that's a good way of dealing with goblins. Either way, doesn't matter. A little blob in the centre there surrounding Ungrim, and our archers are very much punishing the greenskins for doing that. As you can see, lots of them being shot in the back there. Got a big old blob of greenskins on the left flank, and the slayers have surrounded the giant slayers, doing very well against the big guns. Over here, as you can see, being cut down very rapidly. We're taking a little bit of arrow fire, but mostly it seems like they're hitting each other in the back, so not a big deal. Looks like the big uns losing arms, legs and heads. And there we go, they've broken. That means the slayers can now move in to hit the rear of these greenskin blobs. As you can see on the left flank here, we've got some nasty skulkers. They've been making a real mess of our poor old dwarf warriors. They've almost been completely wiped out. Fortunately, the slayers are now round and in position. I'm going to give a little charge in the back there and start hacking their way through them, seeking their death. I think the only thing that's going to be dying here is orcs. Caught between the dwarf warriors and the terrifying vengeful slayers. They're going to start losing numbers rapidly. You can see the dwarves moving in to cut down some of these greenskins. On the right flank, the slayers have completely destroyed the Urks. Lots of dead bodies there. We do need to try and finish off as many as possible. You can see a lot of these units very, very low on. They should get wiped out at the end of the battle, I'm hoping. And considering what was a raid against us, I think that went very, very well. You can see the giant slayers and the slayers chasing after the goblins. We're going to kill as many as possible. Nasty skulkers. They might be faster than their orc brethren, but they're not fast enough.
So many grudges that need satisfaction here.
Well, comparatively, our casualties were incredibly light compared to how many Ornery Backslider lost. He only had 220 greenskins remaining out of a total of 1,000, so pretty good there. Let's execute the captives. That should make him bug off. He goes running away. Now, I could be really ballsy here and just go straight for one of those armies. The dwarves and Zufbar have confederated. We've been spotted, but we won that battle. Garim. Poor Garim has been assassinated.
I am the Slayer King.
Okay, they've replenished. They are starting to replenish. The garrison is pretty beefy.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
And we did a little bit of feng shui. Ungrim, not just, you know, a fantastic warrior king, Slayer King, but also loves a bit of feng shui. He also managed to pick up a bride, the sly old dog. While campaigning out in the mountains, he's picked up a bride. She's going to increase income and just put some nice soft furnishings everywhere, which is always very welcome, of course. Right, so we've got the siege workshop. Now that does mean potentially we could get like a grudge thrower. That would be quite nice to have. I just don't know if I can take this on, because they've got, what's that, 4, 5, let's say 8 melee units there, 9, 10, let's say 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 15 total, and that's not even, yeah, I think that would be a little too close for comfort. However, if I could get like a bolt thrower or even a grudge thrower, that would help a lot. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I feel like I could maybe try and take on, and I might even win. I mean, it could be ready. It could be worth a shot. It's really ballsy though, and that's why I'm very hesitant, because it's very ballsy, and if I lose, then I'm going to be honest, I'm probably dead. It's going to, especially because I can't recruit. I could get that, but then that would use all my money. Well, okay, one off.
The dwarves have come. I hope they have brought a few barrels of Bugmans with them.
We have not.
Very well.
Okay, we've got a trade agreement, so that's something. I mean, that's probably going to be lost very, very quickly, because we are... Well, they've got Waldenhof there, which is currently losing 18 public order return because it's riddled with vampires. Fucking lazing about, sparkling all over the place, the bastards. Never mind. Okay, so... next turn, we can afford a grudge thrower. What? So I think... I mean, it's difficult. I mean, the thing is, my units are ranking up. Ungrim, Jesus. Ungrim is getting a lot of... I'm going to constantly call Ungrim Grimgore. I will warn you, I'm also going to call the Runesmith a Rune Priest relentlessly. It's going to happen. I'm not going to apologise for it. It's just... that's just what... it's what my brain is making me do. I think a Rune Priest, is that a... that's a Wolf Priest. Is a... hang on. That's a Rune Lord. Runesmith. Yeah, I will call it a rune. I don't know. I just don't know. I will just constantly do it. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is we are going to wait for a grudge thrower, because if we can get one of them, I think we're in a... I think that's going to be okay. We're holding them at bay. We're holding them at bay for the moment, so that is okay. So Ungrim has a very, very tough start, very tricky. You don't have a lot of wiggle room, really. I mean, you know, you don't have many expansion options. You don't have a lot of infrastructure. You don't have a lot of money. So it's just it's a very sort of tricky start. I did have someone say that they just literally piled on with Slayers. Like, just kept recruiting Slayers, kept pushing them back, and eventually managed to... I think maybe that's... I think maybe if you luck out, maybe if the Red Eye Army, instead of going for Nashrak Slayer, heads north, it's not going to have time to recruit, so that way you can keep like pushing it back, and by the time it's reached here it hasn't had time to recruit units, maybe?
One rag.
maybe. Okay, so I don't get a grudge thrower or a bolt thrower. I mean, I'm thinking... I think this is probably better for, like, large units, which they don't currently have currently. So I'm going to get a... Let's get a grudge thrower in here. We can afford that. For the moment. Anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's going to take a couple of turns, but that is going to increase our strength quite a bit, because those grudge throwers do a lot of damage. So that's going to... I think that's going to give us the edge. I think that is going to give us the edge that we need. So I did try... I tried with Still Faith Overhaul. I didn't try much with just the vanilla campaign. So I might have had... You know, maybe it just came down to luck. Maybe it was just the case that the enemy armies just didn't move in the right position. It didn't give me the opening I needed. Just a bit of luck. Maybe this would have been a lot faster. But I think once we've got Karak Ungor, I think we're pretty much set. It's just getting over this little hump. Oh, a shameful display. A close ally of ours, an influential Dowie sitting on several guild councils, has shamed his family name with a craven act. He should, by all accounts, take the Slayer Oath and go into exile, but we will lose his influence. Oh, I can't. No. No, make him take the oath. We cannot overlook a loss of honour. As an ally, it reflects on us too. We must take the oath and seek his doom. We will have to take the loss of influence. But we do have militia training. That's good. That's going to increase our strength a little bit. Okay, we're just going to wait one more turn. And, I mean... You're suffering attrition.
Stop that!
You're recruiting, but not very fast. Okay. Okay, I think we're in a good position. I think we're getting there. Right, let's get... Armour, Oathstone, ammunition. I don't really need ammunition. However, volley fire would be nice. On the other hand, let's get... because I would like tool makers, because that's going to increase our income, give us a little bit more money. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's get Kazid subsidies to grow the everlasting realm. The guild sends subsidies to make settlements old and new sustainable. Okay, one more turn and we are good with the grudge thrower. And I think we're pretty much all healed up at that point. I think then it's death or glory. Because I'm not going to sit watching Karak Ungor for 10 episodes. I cannot be asked with that. So, grudge thrower, and then we go. Hell or high water. Will you stop blocking me, you annoying little bastard? Oh, he shot me full of arrows. What a dick. Okay. A dwarf trade caravan is ringed by goblin wolf raiders. A stalemate has developed, but the foe refuses to relent. Such a local affray should be dealt with by the local lord, but your intervention could speed things up. You know what? You're on your own. Clan politics in the region are complicated. Interfering in these local issues could unbalance the situation. Let them sort it out for themselves, because I need the public order. That is actually gonna... I'm actually getting one public order return now. That's good. That's nice. That's nice to see that. Okay. 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 So, they've got 20... 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 units against my 16. However, quiet you, some of them are badly wounded, so... Death or glory? Okay. A lot of their units are wounded, at least on the reinforcements. However, they do have a fucking lot of them, so... here goes nothing. So the Orc reinforcements are appearing from our flank, which is actually going to work to our advantage. You can see our missile units are arrayed at the front. It's a little ballsy, but it does mean they're going to get some fantastic shots on these units. Now I figured what they might do is head to try and reinforce their main line. That's exactly what's happening. You can see all of these units are making for the main line over here. And pretty much ignoring our army. Therefore, marching right past all of our missile units. As you can see, our crossbows and our thunderers are subjecting the greenskins to a heavy toll. Taking a little bit of fire. We've got some orc boys moving in to try and intercept us. So we've moved our dwarf warriors in to help with that. And our slayers charging around behind them. Going to try and leave our missile units to get as much damage as possible. As you can see the good old grudge thrower there launching into the middle. You can see huge piles of corpses already. Already we've killed... what? Oh my goodness, that's actually quite a few. That's, what, 500 orcs dead already? Slayers moving in to intercept back up the dwarf warriors there. And the giant slayers hunting down these goblin archers. And now they've caught up with them. The goblin archers are going to turn around and get chopped to little pieces. Crossbows doing absolutely fantastic work, really racking up the kills there. 33, 34, 44, 32 and 51. The grudge throws on 37. The giant slayer's a little bit surrounded now, and one's missing his head. I'm fairly sure he's probably happy about that though. Lots of orcs fleeing off, and to be honest, I would happily let them run off. Because I don't need to actually kill them. I just need to do as much damage as possible. The units that were reinforcing the main orc an army are now moving in, having reached them. However, they've lost a lot of greenskins. So we're forming up a proper battle line there. We've got our dwarf warriors in front, crossbows behind, thunderers on the left flank. There's Ungrim, and our slayers are pulling back. There they go, and the grudge thrower is just changing direction so it can start firing. They're bringing a lot of orc biggins into the fight now. And our ammunition is actually running a little bit low. As you can see, a lot of our crossbows having expended quite a bit. And they're currently firing on some goblin big boss. We don't particularly want that. But the grudge thrower is, doing fantastic work. I knew the grudge thrower would help a lot. As you can see, 81 kills already on that thing. Ungrim is chasing after the goblin big boss. And, yeah, that goblin big... how much damage? Jesus Christ. Ungrim just took off half his health in one shot. Slayers charging in against the biggins on the left flank. And some orc boys there. I'm hoping that the giant slayers and slayers should be able to cut those down fairly easily and then start hitting the flank of the remaining orc units. I think that's doable.
Kill anything without a beard!
Although the dwarf warriors won't be getting many kills against the biggins, they don't need to. They just need to hold them at bay for long enough for our slayers and missile units to do their work. As you can see, slayers hitting the flank of this biggin unit, chasing them off. They get racking up the kills now. Lots of dead biggins, though. We've been using the grudge thrower as well. And we're just enveloping their flanks while the dwarf warriors hold the centre. The Quarrelers now out of ammunition. They're going to throw themselves into fight because they're actually not bad fighters. And the grudge thrower, 145 kills, continuing to help the greenskins as they flee. Slayers and dwarves just finishing off this last unit of orc boys on the left flank. And then we're all good to just charge directly into that blob in the centre. There's Ungrim over there. He's dealing with the two goblin great shamans, taking them both on. No problem for Ungrim. Look at that. And off they run. And as they turn and run, so do all of the orcs. That was a tough battle. I think we did rather well. Well, I think that went really well. And looks like we've got a banner or rune as well. Excellent. What we got? Banner of Lost Holds. What's that do? A passive ability and melee attack plus 12. Holy shit. Holy, but well. Created by rune lords who hailed from Lost Holds, to fight beneath this storied banner is to recall the fury of so many wrongs. I think the Giant Slayers can probably have that, and we will execute the captives. Right. Okay, so we've got the banner up. So what does that actually do then? +5. Ooh. So all units within 40 meters get 5 melee attack and 6 weapon damage. Holy shit, that's amazing. And Ungrim's an executioner. That's going to come in useful. I think we can just auto-resolve that. Let's just quick save it first, just to be on the safe side. I'm kind of okay with that, to be honest. I am kind of okay with that. And we are going to just occupy Karak Ungor. We've got the Ekrond Miners. The Miners of Mount Bloodhorn fight in memory of their fallen hold with unmatched passion and fury. And we secured the northern World's Edge Mountains. And we've got another Slayer Ward there.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Yes, yes, you must, Ungrim. Oh, and we can venerate one of the gods. I think I was going to go for Grim. I mean, I kind of feel like I should be Grimnir, right? I mean, that's very Slayer, isn't it? Okay, so we can... Grungy is upkeep for... I mean, Iron Breakers are good, but I just feel like with Ungrim, it has to be Grimnir. That's what we're going to do. Oh, we've got 2 skill points. Jeez, he's racking up the skill points there. We're going to go with Slayer King as well. Well, do I want to go for... No, I'm going to go for Slayer King. Let's do that. Let's do that. And what does Karak Ungor have? Right, it's got a public order building. Freaking amazing. So that should help with that. This guy is probably going to throw himself at us next turn, because he doesn't have any home left, which is good. And we can also...
You will drink with us. Then we will see who still stands. He will name the terms, yes?
You're talking to a dwarf, mate. We can drink you under the bloody table. Trade agreement? Thank you. Okay. Now, obviously, we have to deal with the Norscans. That's going to be quite tricky, because there's a lot of territory over here that is very, very not our style. There are them. There's Karak... is it Krakadrak? Karakadrak over here somewhere in the mountains. They are dwarves. We could get on their good side, maybe confederate with them. So that's an option. Public order here is actually okay for the moment. And we actually, for the first time in a while, have some money to do something. So I think what we're going to do is... I have to be quite careful here. Now, we're kind of secure over here. Because although we're not very friendly with the vampires, Waldenhof is there, although they are going to have some issues with vampires in a minute. And we've also got a major hold here, so that can be leveled up to defend. And over here we've got Kislev. So actually, what we want to do now is sort of look at maybe trying to take out the bloody spears. They've taken a few dwarf holds down here. There's more gold down here as well. In fact, that's a point. There's gold here, isn't there? There's bloody gold here. Want some bloody gold. Let's bring in 300. That's all right. Well, we're going to knock down the... Boom, that's gone. That's definitely gone. And I think what I'm going to do is... I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm gonna build the gold mine as soon as possible. I've got a commandment over here, which we're going to go with public order for the moment, just to try and get it under control. And then once it is under control, we can then start looking at bringing Ungrim southward again. Obviously, we can get some... if we can get... To be honest, we're going to have to go quite a way to get a port, aren't we? We're only going to be trading with our neighbours for a little while. Unfortunately, we're not going to have many neighbours. Yes, I thought you might do that. Not particularly concerned. Yeah, they're going to throw everything they've got. I think they've just had to disband some units, so this should be a fairly easy auto-resolve, I think. You know what though, I was a little bit snippy about the Slayers to start off with, but actually I've come to love the freaks. They just
prestige grows, my lord.
I know, go on, piss off. Good. Fantastic. Garim's back as well. That's nice. We've got the next objective there. Where is that one? The Karak Ungor has fallen into decline, assaulted by fell enemies above and below. Oh, that's the one we've already done. With the time of woes a distant memory, the dwarves shall look to the future and the restoration of the Karak Ungor. The more territory around and even beyond their traditional mountain homes the dwarf can claim, the more ancestors will be pleased. Oh, good.
I am the Slayer King.
Boop. I booped you. I booped you good. Okay, we've got a potion of healing. That's very nice. Good thing there. Ungrim's a confident attacker. He's also bold. Excellent. And he's also leveled up once more. And not too bothered about that. Missile resistance is quite nice. Melee attack when fighting. Well, yeah, I mean, that could be a thing as well. I mean, even more melee attack for Slayers. Well, let's get Slayer King at 10 melee attack for our Slayers. That means the Giant Slayers currently have 86 melee attack. Holy balls, that's a lot of melee attack. Oh, of course we were under siege, so it didn't... Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Okay, military presence is bringing in 7 public order. So actually, I think we're okay to leave. We can head... Let's head back over here. We can get Garim in here as well. Get Garim. I am going to rename Garim, but obviously he was wounded at the start, so I can't do that right this minute. I'll do it between episodes. Right, okay, that's looking pretty good, isn't it? We've taken Karak Ungor. I mean, it was quite a fight, but we managed it. That's good stuff. Would like to get... Well, we've got a lot of money, so what we're going to do is we are going to get the sparring chamber there. We're also going to upgrade to the tool... The Dwarf Tinkerer's Workshop to get some more money there. We're going to build the gold there. We're just basically getting as much money as possible so we can get some more units. That's we need money to get a full army and also infrastructure up. That's, I think, the most important thing. But we do have, of course, the Siege Workshop, so hopefully we will be able to rank up Karak fairly soon. Well, I say fairly soon, in 7 turns. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then... we'll be able to get some Thunderers, which is pretty good. I definitely want to get Iron Drakes and also a Flame Cannon, because that's a cannon that fires fire. That is fucking amazing. So we're definitely going to get one of those. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.